listeners. You're listening to the We Have Layers podcast. I'm your host with the most, Unza. Today's a special day because we'll be joined by my good friend Dion. What's up, Dion?
What's going on, Unza? What's going on? What up, folks? I'm glad to be here on the We Have Layers podcast. You know, we multi-layered in here. We're going to dissect some things. Let's do it.
All right, so today we're going to be answering the people's most answered questions on Google.
Let's do it.
All right, so what do you think of Google? What was the weirdest question you ever Googled on Google before?
Weirdest question I ever Googled on Google might have been, jeez, put me on the spotlight here. I would say that maybe it was maybe something superficial, what side is Candyman's bumps and the makeup effect is on his face. Stupid trivial things like that, whether it be pop culture, comic books. What year did Spider-Man marry Mary Jane? Just useless information, essentially. So that's been my thing.
Why you capping? I know this is a PG-13 podcast, but you Googled something not safe for work one time.
Everyone does. Back in the day, I used to. I had a color printer back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So I would sell Dragon Ball Z art and whatnot. So of course, the highest selling stuff was the hentai. So I do a little Bulma hentai, print it out in color. You know what I'm saying? I used to sell that joint to my friends and whatnot, play Pokemon cards and stuff like that.
Questions? Okay. What are the 5 love languages?
The 5 love languages.
For you, per se.
I didn't even know what love languages were until this last year. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
Really. I didn't know what. I'm love languages. That's some kind of, future kind of card reading kind of stuff. I had no idea what this stuff was. But I'm going to just assume food. Pizza, Netflix and chill, gifts, just normal connection, hanging out with each other, not really just being able to talk with each other, and love language. I guess in the year of 2022 would be money. So
yeah,
it'd be money. So that's probably the number 1 love language right there.
I guess this means more money, more problems for you.
Why is the sky blue?
Why is the sky blue? You see, this is the reason why it's important to pay attention to all those Bill Nye the Science Guy videos back in high school.
Remember when he cursed everybody out? And they're like, I don't care. I'm you guys are 20 now and living in your parents' basement.
You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis.
I didn't see that. I didn't know he went off like that. I'm not surprised, though.
Yeah, he did. He did a YouTube video, and he went off on everybody.
Dang, I got to see it.
He's like, I'll burn you.
In all seriousness, I heard it was green. I heard it's actually green, but the rumor there's always been this rumor it's green, but our eyes perceive it as blue or some shit like that. There was always some kind of
that's
some kind of rumor
that's like
going
saying
around.
The Earth is flat and not round.
I'm not going there.
Are you a flat earther?
No, I'm not a flat earther, but yeah, I don't know who. You never know who's watching and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know the real process of the science behind it, how our eyes or the rays or the lights come to
something like that.
Something like that. Science explains all.
Science explains all, man.
Yeah.
I don't believe science sometimes. I used to be a world science nerd, so now I don't like it anymore.
What happened?
Religion, bro.
Religion?
But I think is mixed.
It's mixed.
I think it's mixed.
Uh-huh.
I feel some things people are saying with the religion has something to do with science at the same time.
Yeah, I feel what someone said, some kind of quote that God was the master mathematician or an organizer to really get everything down to his science and what is it the thing called? The Fibonacci spiral, everything revolves around spirals. It's mathematical equations, a lot of these things in life, and I think it's both. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think it's all religion, it's all supernatural, but I do think there is definitely a science and a code to have things work in real life and have things work out in nature. So I think it's a combination of both. Yeah. I agree with you on that, joint, for sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, well, folks, that has been the We Have Layers Podcast. Thank you for joining us, my brother.
Thanks for having me. Yeah. Appreciate it. Love to come back on.
So, signing off.
All right. Peace, y'all.